Looks like we've got ourselves a little problem here. So today, in this little short tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remove the firmware password off of an Intel iMac. Now, this will only work on, to my knowledge, mid-2010 or 2010 and lower Macs. This is a mid-2010 iMac. So I don't know the firmware password on this, right? Or, well, actually I do. I intentionally set a firmware password on this unit, but I'm going to demonstrate, for example, how you'd remove this off of a unit you don't know the password for. So, gotta power the system off. And then we're gonna unplug it. So give me a. Okay, so we're back. So you're gonna need to take the iMac, and you're gonna need to take the RAM access slot off. So I'm gonna get that off. Okay, so once you get the RAM door off, you're gonna remove all but one stick of RAM. So you remove the RAM out of the 3 DIMMs. And you're gonna take the Mac, whether it's a 2010 MacBook or a mid-2010 Mac Mini or a mid-2010 iMac like this one. You're going to take it and we're going to plug it back in and we're going to do an NVRAM reset. So I'm going to go do that now. Okay, so now that we've got the unit plugged back in, to reset the NVRAM on a Intel Mac, it's Option Command R and P. So give me a moment. Keep holding. There we go. Then we'll hold Option. Might not work the first time. You might have to reset the NVRAM a couple times, but for me, works. There is now no firmware password. And I can boot into the recovery partition to verify if the firmware password utility says the firmware password is shut off, which it should be. This iMac uses a hard drive, so it's a bit slow. And also the Bluetooth might not remember the accessories because when you reset the NVRAM. Just give me it. And as you can see, password protection is off. And that's how you remove the firmware password on a Mac from an Intel Mac from 2010 and lower. At least this is what seems to work. There's other more abrasive ways of doing it, like